Well, will you look at that. It's raining again. It's actually not the end of the world because the forecast is good for later. And the forecasts are always pretty good in this part of the world, so I ain't worried too much. Certainly the bike's going to come out later on, so that's all good. But anyway. So what's on the menu today, I hear you all ask. Well, number one, I'm going to update everyone on where we are with our house sale here in Canada. I'm sure there are people interested to know how the sale's going. It's not. And so we decided to do something fairly radical to get this thing moving. It's the housing market is just, it's slowed. It's tough at the moment, and I think in order to get things moving along, desperate days call for desperate measures. We're going to do something which is perhaps a little different. So I'll explain that. Also, I'm going to talk about we're going to grab the bull by the horns in terms of buying our chateau in France. We're going to take a gamble. We're going to gamble a whole chunk of money because we don't want to lose our favourite property over there. So we're going to take a gamble, and I really would be interested to hear what other folks may say about what we're going to do. But before any of that, let's carry on with the latest project, which, well, I was hoping it might be the last project. The way things are, it might be just another project. This is the project that I didn't really know I needed to do until Mrs. M decided that it was something I had to do. So, not wishing to go against Mrs. M's wishes, I did it. Well, yeah. Look, at the end of the day, she's right. She's right. She's always right. It's going to benefit. It's going to benefit the whole thing. You've seen the progress up to this point, so I'm not going to bore you with all that. But I just wanted to to cover a little bit of boxing in of larger cables that I did. Because it was part of a workshop, this room actually, all the lights, the fluorescent lights, were retrofitted, and the electrician used a lot of the industrial type cable, which is a metal-clad cable, and it just, some of it didn't look very good. So I thought I'd just box in just a couple of sections. There it is, job done. Quite simple, really. Just a little bit of boxing in. I'm not going to do it with any of the other cables. This was always a garage and it's just a little bit industrial looking, but that set was awful. Whoever had installed it didn't make a very good job. Bear in mind that this is not real wood, this is MDF. It's a primed MDF, so it's as cheap as chips. If I was going to make it out of oak, I'd probably spend a little bit more time. And you notice, of course, that one of the nails out the nail gun burst through the side. That's what it is. It happens sometimes. So you know, cut it off, hammer it back in, bit of filler, and some cork, and the job's done. One more tick off the box. Yeah. You haven't fallen asleep yet then? Good, because the next stage is to fill all the nail holes in preparation for paint. And we use this, which is good, and we use one of these, which is good, and then when it's dry, we use some of this, which is good. So now we've filled the holes, we've got to get our hands on some cork. Rob Moreland, my wife says that you're a bad influence on me. So now I need to paint all the woodwork using one of these and one of these. But because the weather is so nice outside, I'm going to dream of riding my motorcycle wearing one of these. Thank you. So I did say I was going to give folks an overview on where we were with the two things, the sale of our property here in Canada and the purchase of the Chateau in France. We're gonna mix things up a little bit. We've had no response. Well, not a lot anyway, and which is always a worry, isn't it? It's always a worry. But hey, it's fairly obvious. I mean, we put the house on the market in November, which was a bad idea. We put it on the market at just under 2.7. Which even at the time I thought that's stretching it. And then of course we had the fiasco with the tariff war, which has kind of dampened the market a little bit. Now, I don't think that's such as big a deal as what people make out, because it's a global thing. It's dampened the market in Canada, it's dampened the market in America, the UK, France. Everybody's just waiting to see what happens. I think Canadians are a bit more resilient, however. I mean, they listen to the noise, they listen to all the bluster and the bloviating that's coming out of America, and then they just get fed up. They just switch the noise off, and then they just get on with their lives, and I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have a go, and I'd be interested to hear what people's comments are, but we're going to have a go at a reverse auction. We've initiated that. It will start this week, and basically over a period of time we're going to knock a stack of cash off the price of that property. In the region of 20 grand at a time. And we'll see what happens. It will get to a point where, and I know it'll get to a point where people will start paying an interest, not least that now really is buying season. It's buying season, buying and selling. It's the start of spring. It's when everybody thinks about moving. It's about everybody, the houses look nicer, the climate's better, people are in a better frame of mind to go and view houses. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce the property 20 grand at a time until it sells. And I know it will. I know it will sell. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Okay, so that's the selling of the house. Let's talk about the buying of the property. It may come as no surprise to people that know me that I'm kind of a bit gung-ho. Mrs. M will criticise me for, I'll jump over the fence without actually looking to see if there's ground on the other side of it. I take chances, don't always pay off, most do. What is it who said fortune favours the brave and all that? Well, here's what we're going to do. We've been speaking to the realtor, and I wish I could tell you which property it was, but I didn't. But we've been speaking to the realtor over in France, and as I say, they are having a similar kind of dampened climate over there as well. Nobody's sticking the neck. No, I don't think people are buying chateaus. Nobody's going to take that risk at the moment. So if you get some crazy English people like us sticking their head above the parapet going, you know what, we want to buy a chateau, I think they'll snatch our hand off. We're going to make, we've already kind of sized it up. We now know, mean, the cost has been reduced massively since last year. Well, we viewed it in September. We know that the price has come down considerably. We've been speaking via email, and the realtor has given us a fairly good idea what the sellers will accept, and we've done the number crunching, and that's basically what it's about. We know how far we need to go with the sale of our property. We know how low we can go with that, and if we can we can buy the property we're looking for at a level that makes the net result, so the amount of money that we've got in the bank, because don't forget, we don't want a mortgage, we're buying cash. If we can come out the other side with the keys in our hand, ultimately it doesn't matter what you sell for. If you buy low as well, you still got the same amount of cash in the bank. And Mrs. M has decided, and I don't get this. I think she wants this property as much as I do. She's quite prepared, and it looks like we're going to do it. She's quite prepared to jump on a plane in the course of the next 3-4 weeks and make an offer, a formal offer. And if that offer is accepted, we hand over a cheque, which, don't forget, is non-refundable. So if we don't sell our property, we potentially could lose quite a few €1,000. It's a gamble. I think Mrs. M is up for it. Oh, what's the worst could happen? What's the worst could happen? We lose a few euros. And at least it'll focus the mind. So if anybody is even remotely interested in our property here, and people make cheeky offers, if that cheeky offer fits in with our net result, oh yeah, we're going to go for it. So that's the plan, hopefully. And in fact, today, it being Wednesday, we have received an email from the realtor in France to tell us what she knows the sellers won't accept. And reading between the lines, you can kind of have a fairly good idea of what they will accept based on that, and based on what she told us when we went to view the property. So all good. We're going to get on a plane within the month. We're going to go to France. We're going to view again. We're going to make a formal offer. We're going to hand over a cheque, and then we are going to sweat. Life is exciting. Life is all about taking the odd chance, and if you always sum it up, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to go back now and see if that refurb fairy has finished the gym. If you've enjoyed, liked, been mesmerised by my personality, give us a like and subscribe. and maybe look out for the next vid. We may have some more information for you, give you a clearer view of where we're headed. So, catch you later. Okay, let's see if the refurb fairies have been. Oh. Well, there's a thing. It looks like while I was out there enjoying myself in the sun on my motorcycle, the refurb fairies came and finished. And I reckon they did a pretty good job. It went from this to this. Well done, refurb fairies. Okay folks, catch you all next time.